here. So after a lot of meditation and in-depth thinking and 2 hours of editing a vloggy type wrap up for this month and being mad that files are missing and that the quality of the clips isn't my favorite, I have decided to bring back the old format that I have for my wrap-ups, which is the mainstream format. Most booktubers do their wrap-ups like this. I like doing their like this. I feel like I get to talk to you more about my actual thoughts on the books. So, I am bringing this back. Sorry, vlogs. So, that being said, I've read 4 books this month, which is pretty good considering I was either not feeling very well, or traveling, or doing stuff. I saw Halsey. I posted a clip with clips from the concert for you. I know you're very welcome. I shall link that down below in case you want to check it out. Now let's get into the books. First book I read this month was A Giant. It was pretty hard to make my way through it. You dudes picked it on a poll on Twitter, so I had to go for it. It's Anna Karenina by Lev Tolstoy. I have no idea how you pronounce it. It's Anna Karenina. The Anna Karenina. This was really good. I had read it a few years back. Quite a few years back. In Romanian. I found both translations a bit dodgy. I mean, I don't speak Russian, so it's not like I could ever read the original. But I really liked both of them. Like, I don't remember very much about my first reading experience for this, but I did love it an awful lot this time. Obviously, this is about Anna Karenina, who is the wife of a very important guy in Russian society back when Russia was still run by a Tsar, I think, and they had nobility and, no communists. That's the point. And Anna's story isn't quite your usual storyline for women of the time. It's a book about love and family and duty and Russian society. It's so deep that I feel like my reading of it didn't do it justice. I really did like it. I think I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars rating. It was good. I loved the writing. I loved Anna as a character. I thought she was lovely. I did find it a little bit odd that the book didn't actually follow her as a character and her storyline all that much, but rather focused on the other characters just as much, which normally I would appreciate. But I didn't like them as much as I liked Anna. I feel like she wasn't that much of a likable character, but you still sort of feel for her, which is interesting and conflicting, and I really would suggest this book, although the ending is rather tragic, as I'm guessing and assuming you must already know, because this book is, pretty out there. Then, judging from how this book sort of broke me, I watched the movie afterwards, the one with Keira Knightley as well, because, why do I not watch movies after I read books? It was good. It broke me as well. I needed something somewhat lighter, somewhat fluffier, more uplifting. And, I mean, what is more uplifting than a Jenny Han book? Unless we're talking about the Summer trilogy, which, not quite the most uplifting. But I read P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is the second book in her To All the Boys I've Loved Before duology. It's a fluffy contemporary. I think you might already know that the first book is about Lara Jean, and whenever she falls in love with a guy and wants to move over that and move past it, and she writes them a letter, which she then never sends, but actually puts away in a hat box. But then that box gets found and her letters somehow get mailed, and we deal with that in the first book, and then a lot of things happened in the first book, and then we follow the repercussions in this one. It's still fluffy, it's still cute, I still love this series so much, although I don't quite agree with the ending, but I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. It was alright, it was fine. I love Jenny Han. She's the loveliest, honestly. And have you seen her bromance with Kat McNamara and Arden Cho? That's what I live for. And then, obviously, I had to go with something different than the previous read, because why the hell not? And I wanted something slightly more serious as well, again, and I hadn't read a good historical fiction in ages, actual ages, so I went with All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Dower. Everyone and their mother has read and loved this book. It's a Pulitzer winner for fiction in the year that has just passed. It exceeded my expectations. I wasn't sure I would love it, because the hype put it pretty high up there, and I tried not to let it get to me, which is why it took me so long to actually pick it up. But, you know, the hype still affected the way I viewed the book and my expectations, and it still reached them and exceeded them. This, I will have a video review for, so I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I will link the review down below. And then I needed something to read on the airplane, because I went to Dublin and Birmingham this month, and while in Dunleary, I still have no idea how you pronounce that, although it's my favorite place that I've been to in Ireland. Yeah, my friend Colleen and I, Colleen Books, you know, I always tag her and stuff on here. She's thebomb.com. She loves goats. If you would love to send her photos of cute goats, I will link her Twitter down below. You'd probably be making her day. Anyway, she's a big fan of bargain books. She can find bargains for books like no other, and so we went to a charity shop there to look for some books, because, you know, why not? What would we have had to lose? We still had ages until our bus would come, and so we went in there, and I saw Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. It was only €1.50. I bought it. After a lot of reflection, I bought it, and I loved it. I read it on the plane. It's in really good condition, although, like, now I feel like I wish it was beaten up, because it shows that it's been loved. This is about a girl who has felt invisible her whole life, especially because of her brother, who was pretty much the star of her family, but then he does something stupid that affects all of the family and will change all of their lives, including his sisters. She changes schools, she needs to meet new people. She's a bit of a wallflower, especially since the brother is such a wild child, but then she's not invisible anymore, and there's a really dreamy guy, and it's slightly more serious than your usual contemporary. I would say it's still not very serious or dark, or, you know, it's just a nice read about family. I loved the family dynamics. I always look for good family dynamics in books, because I feel like that's missing a lot of the time, and I want complex family dynamics, and, you know, I don't want cliches anymore, because we need some diversity, people. And then there are a lot of great different friendship dynamics. I mean, there's a love story, but who cares about that? Besides the fact that the love interest is, he's a good fellow, he's a good looking fellow. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of talking about music and pizza as well. Like, you won me over. That's all I need. Music and pizza in books. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I actually just finished it the other day. Yeah, that was my month in terms of reading. I'm guessing I will read quite a bit this month, because my anxiety's been a bit high for a while, and I need the escapism. But I'm not sure if I would like to reread many books, because a lot of the ones on my TBR right now are really chunky, heavy books. I'm supposed to be studying and doing a lot of schoolwork and catching up and studying again, but I'm gonna be reading, and you'll know it, and watching TV shows, and you can keep up with me on Goodreads and Twitter, because I tend to tweet about everything I read or do, or, you know, I hope you've had a great reading month yourself. Please let me know if you have read any of the books I mentioned, what you thought of them, or what you read this month, and I will catch you guys later. Bye!